What's up, guys? It's Jason with Overthink Gaming. I want to get straight to the point on this video because I have a feeling it may be a long one. So what we're going to talk about in this video is Barnacules. I want to start the video out by saying that I was wrong. In a previous video, I did say that, Barnacules had the right to defend John Hancock. And while, yes, I still think he has the right to, but after just learning about a lot of the stuff that was going around under the scenes of the community, I'm like, my thoughts are a little different, and I'll explain that towards the end of the video. But I want to start the video off right now by showing you guys a quick clip that happened recently. So Barnacules did a live stream, and he basically admitted that he was the one that told John Hancock to issue strikes. Check it out.
Same thing somebody mentioned earlier that we should talk about John Hancock. He's actually a really good friend of mine. And there's this like underground community that hates him and thinks he's dramatic because he's getting videos banned off YouTube because people keep creating channels where they just shit all over him and everything he's doing. So he started, at my request, I said, dude, start just copy. If people are stealing your content without asking for permission, and fair use does not cover critique, but it does not cover abuse, breaking of TOS. I can't just go download your video from YouTube and make a video, oh, look at this stupid fat fuck. God, he's so stupid and fat and fuck. Oh, this is covered under fair use. No, it's not actually, because that's not a form of journalism. That isn't, that isn't objective. That is you just being a visceral piece of shit.
So I think I know what Barnacules is trying to say. He's basically pointing out the immoral. I mean, I'm not trying to bad talk the immoral, but in the past, some of his videos, maybe would have fell under the, copyright, against fair use. Maybe, just maybe. He's trying to say that immoral, was being a bully and stuff like that. But the main thing I picked up from this situation is, Barnacules, this is where you messed up. You told the wrong person. You told John Hancock that it was okay to strike people. Now, I'm going to say right now, John Hancock is not the smartest person. He's basically a boomer. He took that little information and ran with it the wrong way because what did he do? He strikes Smash JT and Dave from D-Dave. And we all know that that was wrong. That was false copyright strikes, like, to the max. Even Review Tech USA talked about it. So Barnacules wasn't done there. He did another live stream after that, giving his thoughts on thumbnails, on basically using someone's image or likeness in a thumbnail. Check it out.
It's not fair use to use their likeness in a thumbnail without asking their permission unless it's actually an unbiased news article, in which case these are not. These are flagrant attacks of a personal nature. So, but here's the thing. You know where you argue fair use? In court. That's where you argue fair use. People do it all the time. If you think you know what fair use is more than somebody else because you have a drama channel and you want fair use to align with you, then fuck right on.
All right, guys, I want you guys to remember this on thumbnails. It's going to be a very important part of this video. There's nobody out there in the YouTube scene, at least in the gaming scene, that's, complaining about thumbnails. I don't know if that's a big deal, but where is it that's been, against the law or you can't use somebody's likeness in a thumbnail? Yeah, that's funny. And the one part that I laughed at was you can only use it if it's an unbiased, news journalism style. Unbiased. Like, most commentators are biased. Like, everyone's fucking biased. Keemstar's biased like a motherfucker, and he's using thumbnails like crazy. It is okay to use thumbnails. There's actually laws that will protect people in doing that. I don't know where Barnacules got this information, but it is not true. Now comes the good part. We're gonna go down the rabbit hole, and I'm gonna, in case you guys don't know what's been going on, I'm gonna let you guys kind of know what's going on. So all this Barnacules talk actually started around Christmas time. So around Christmas Eve, the immoral, which we know him now, at the time he was the immoral John Hancock, he had a live stream on there, and Barnacules decided to join the stream, and he was straight up there for one reason, to take down his channel. Now, like I said, was there anything that Immoral used that would be considered against fair use? That's debatable. It is possible. There was some stuff that was questionable. Now, we're going to check out what Barnacules said in the live streams. Now, this screenshot I'm going to show you, I'm assuming that there was a conversation before that Barnacules was making threats of taking down the channel, and the Immoral responded that he'll just make another one. But this is what Barnacules said. Check this out. And when you make another one, I'll have that one taken down too. My community is already working on finding you. So Barnacules basically said, hey, if you're going to make another channel, my community is on it. They will find you. Now, at the time, there was a lot of doxing going around, I believe, and Immoral took that as a dox threat, So he basically said, what, you're trying to dox me? And this is what Barnacules had to say. Well, I'm going to go back to watching movies. My work is done here. You're obviously scared now. I'm not doxing anyone. I said my community. Wink, wink. I don't control them. After that, the Morals channel got taken down. Yes, Barnacules came out and issued a copyright strike to the Morals channel. He took the channel down.
Fatality.
After Barnacules took down the channel, he went to Twitter and he stated this: "Everyone, please report link to the video and the associated channel for bullying and abuse. The entire channel was created to attack John Hancock, who is a dear friend and amazing retro gaming community member. He even ripped off my video with him," which was the video that he probably sent that copyright strike to. And then he also said this: "John Hancock, you don't deserve this. I'll do everything in my power to get the videos and the channel taken down for violation of Team YouTube rules of conduct and theft of content." Then he reaches out to Team YouTube and says this: "You guys just deleted a harassment channel yesterday, and the same person created a new duplicate channel and is uploading the same videos again. How can you combat the same person creating infinite channels? Is IP ban possible? A signature?" Like, really, Barnacules? That far? IP ban? This shit is not right. Right there shows the type of person that Barnacules is. He will do anything to get channels shut down and will silence criticism and try to take down videos. So that's when all the shit started. That's when all the false copyright strikes started coming out, right after Immortal's channel got taken down by Barnacules. That's when all the drama started. That's when everything started. That was the thing that started it all. So shortly after that, Barnacules must have felt good, like, hey, I took down a channel. Now he got the attention of his community, wink, wink. Whoever's this mystery person, I don't know who this community is, but I believe that person or people involved in this are responsible for what's going on. Now check it out. Think about this. Check it out. So they took down Immoral. Oh, we learned how to take down a channel. They took down Immoral. Who's the next person that they're gonna go after? Yeah, maybe Rick. But before we go after Rick, who's gonna be the next person that's smaller, probably an easy channel to take down? Fucking Darius Truxton. So what they do, this mystery person ended up issuing Darius a strike. This person was pretending to be 8-Bit Eric and issued that false copyright strike under a false email with 8-Bit Eric. It ended like an INC. It was obviously fake.
Whether this is Eric or not, this is what I got. EricPerezInc@gmail.com.
So Darius, not being the smartest person, he's not a smart guy at all. He goes out there and starts blaming Eric right away. He starts making videos like crazy. And Darius, he just makes videos off the cuff. He's very amateur. And he made those videos, calling out Eric. What happened next? What was the next thing that happened? Because that happened like maybe a week into January. Maybe another week went by. What happened? Radical Rick. They finally went after Radical Rick. They finally get to go after the channel that's probably made over 100 videos of John Hancock and reaches the biggest audience. It was another impersonator, the same person. They used the same email address from Eric, the INC one, and threw a copyright strike at Rick. And what happened during this time? This is the reason why I'm talking about it, because they issued Rick another false copyright strike. From who? From me. This person impersonating Eric also impersonated me and threw a false copyright strike under email Overthink Gaming LLC. It was fake as fuck. So the whole community is going crazy right now. They're thinking me and Eric threw false copyright strikes. Even I woke up in the morning like, what the fuck is going on? So what did we do? Me and Eric, we both made videos. They were very similar. Eric made his video showing his computer screen, going into his account, showing that he hasn't issued any false copyright strikes, any copyright strikes at all. And I did the same thing. I went into there and I showed that I haven't issued anything, no strikes at all. So we showed our receipts. We showed our receipts, and me and Eric were like, dude, what the fuck is going on? It wasn't us. So somebody's back there in the back laughing. Somebody's laughing at what's going on. Somebody's issuing false copyright strikes. And it is just fucking stupid. And during that time, I had did a podcast, right? And I did talk about Rick. So I was like, dude, everyone knows I was on Over the Top podcast talking shit about Rick. So what happened next? What the fuck happened next? I got a copyright strike. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, that copyright strike that I got was a false copyright strike of somebody pretending to be Rick. Now, do I think that this was the same person that was pretending to be me and Eric? No, I don't. This person didn't know how to spell. I'm pretty sure if there was a way that YouTube could go check out, the IP addresses that obtained these emails, they would be on a VPN on the other side, and this side would be busted to, who? I'm going to say it, Darius Truxton. The only reason I think it was Darius Truxton is because the person did not know how to spell. In the email received, they said it was because of the logo with a fist and a lighting, not lightning, lighting bolt, not bolt. It was hilarious. The misspelling. If you guys pay attention to Darius's comment section, he misspells all the time. You know, maybe it wasn't him, maybe, but that's what I think. I think it had to do with Darius was basically retaliating because that guy really thinks that I struck Rick and Eric. To this day, he's the only person out there that thinks that me and Eric struck Rick. You know, even Rick doesn't think that we gave him strikes, but Darius is over here making videos. So today, I don't know, no one takes Darius serious. You know, he's Darius. You know, so this shit has gotten out of control at this point. Like everyone's thinking people are false flagging everyone. No one knows who it is. People are just fucking tired of it. People are fucking pissed off. I'm pissed off. Like what the fuck is going on in the community with these false strikes? Like it's so petty because, you know, we could just overturn them. So it's nothing to really scream about, but it's just like, it's fucked up what's happening. So it was quiet for a few weeks. Nothing was going on. And then Smash JT and Dave from D-Dave get the false copyright strike. They get it from John Hancock. Right away, I'm like, oh my God. It turns out it was the legit John Hancock. Now, we all know, I don't got to retell the story. The whole community knows it was John Hancock. He came out, he gave an apology, not to Smash and Dave, but because Review Tech USA made the video. But he came out and admitted it was him. Where did he get this information from? John, the not too smart guy that knows what copyright strikes are, you know, just did a false copyright strike, got that info from who else? Barnacules. Barnacules already previously stated he would do anything to get videos and channels taken down, maybe gone to John's head, and this was the biggest fuck up that John could do. As the thumbnail states, this is a story that Review Tech USA and the Quartering will not cover. Review Tech USA went out there and he did give a spanking to John Hancock. Like I stated, he did retract. But why won't Review Tech USA cover this story? He's been tweeted like crazy. He's been ignoring people's tweets. He does not want to talk about it, but yet he has time to make his own podcast with exposing GameStop. If you guys checked out that podcast, it was boring as fuck. One of the most boring podcasts I've ever seen. The guest he had on that was talking shit about GameStop was a reject version of Camelot 331. It was bad. He should have just had Camelot on there. It was stuff that we already heard. It was fucking stupid. And Rich has been making dumb videos lately. Rich could have helped out. He could have investigated the situation, but I know there's friendships there with Barnacules, and he probably doesn't want to touch that the way most people work. I fucking get it. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it, but somebody that has that much of an audience we fucking need. Who's the next big person that should be talking about this? Jeremy from the Quartering. Now, Jeremy, I'll give him credit. He has gone on Twitter. He has retweeted the screenshots that we talked about. He has retweeted some of the videos that were put out, and he has also asked Barnacules for, you know, his side on this. So he's out there trying to get information, but where the fuck is Twitter gonna go? Where is that? Where are the views in that? We need the big voice that Jeremy has to ask the questions on a video. Why hasn't Jeremy put out a video? And I will tell you why, because Jeremy's too busy putting out 5 videos a day. Jeremy will not do the research. This situation right here takes a lot of research, talking to a lot of people, and Jeremy will not put in the time. He's a regurgitation channel, just like Rich. All Jeremy cares about is quantity over quality. He'll read over and over 5 articles a day, and he has an editor. Why? All he does is read an article. He's boring as fuck, but you know what? He has a large audience, and that's what's important. Jeremy could be the person to get to the bottom of this. He could be the one putting people on heat to explain himself, but he's not. He's doing it on Twitter. He's not making any videos. So why the fuck have all that power? What are you gonna do? Just keep regurgitating, articles? Oh my God, a whole female cast on Fast and Furious, which don't ruin my movie. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, Jeremy knows about this situation. Review Tech USA knows about this situation, and no one's doing shit. Now, that's my opinion. Let me repeat that again. That is my opinion on what's going on in the community. That's through the situations that I've been sitting back, watching, researching, just seeing other people's videos. That's what, hands down, I think what's going on. All right, guys, in the beginning of the video, I did say that Barnacules' views on thumbnails was going to be very important. I mean, the thumbnails views he has are fucking crazy. Who in the YouTube community as a whole is striking people on thumbnails? Like, that is unheard of. It's fucking crazy talk. Now, we went over all the strikes that have been happening in the community, and what do they all have in common? Criticism against John Hancock, minus mine. Now, I'll say straight up, a moral got taken down because possibly he was violating some of the copyright rules. Who's the next person to go after? Darius, because Darius is an easy target. He has criticized John Hancock, And why they use Eric, of course, it's obvious, because Eric is somebody that he bases his channel off and would believe. And what was the strike over? Something to do with the likeness of Baron von Keeb. I don't know if it was a thumbnail or just a likeness in the video. And who's the last person they went after? Radical Rick. That was the number one they wanted to go after. Now, he's done many videos criticizing John Hancock, which they're gone. But what did Rick say that the strike was about? It was kind of weird. It was logos and likeness. It was just really weird, especially with my situation with a logo. They actually struck down a video that he was giving me a shout out. And of course, they use Eric because it worked before. They use Eric. It just was a good placement. It appears that Rick has taken down many of the videos of John Hancock, if not all of them, and he's changed many of the thumbnails. If you look, they're filtered out, and some of them he just took out the thumbnails and changed them up. It's just really weird. But that was what got me. When Barnacules recently came out and gave his views on thumbnails, I'm like, dude, it just clicked. And the strike on my channel is obviously retaliation. I mean, the evidence is right there. It was Darius. I mean, his friend Canadian Gamer tried to do the same thing. You can tell right away the way Darius changed his views on me, the way he started approaching me, attacking me. It is obvious that he striked my channel. The spelling, like I brought out, I mean, it is obvious. It's something that Darius would do. And then comes John Hancock, who took the advice from Barnacules and straight up went after D-Dave and Smash JT, which were not bad videos. They were criticizing John. They weren't talking shit. They weren't bullying. They weren't doing any of that. It was legit criticism. Now, is this mystery person affiliated with Barnacules or his community? We don't know. Are YouTubers responsible for actions that their community does? In any normal circumstance, I would say no. YouTubers do not take the responsibility of their community. But in this instance, it's a little different. Barnacules did do the wink, wink. That is the thing that changes everything. The fact that Barnacules made a threat with the wink, wink holds him responsible. Now, what's a small channel like me and this video gonna do? Probably nothing. It's to get the attention of our small community, and that's about it. Barnacules is over here bullying people, pushing his own weight around, and this is something that Review Tech USA and the Quartering need to talk about. Like I said, Review Tech USA will not talk about it because he's friends with Barnacules. It's kind of fucked up, but that's the way YouTube works. And the Quartering, I believe, will not cover it because no one has done the research for him. He'll regurgitate it if it becomes something bigger, but as of now, he's not going to cover it. So that's the reason I made this video. I believe everyone needs to know what the fuck's going on and something needs to be done about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Put a little extra work into it. It took me a long time to edit. If you guys enjoyed it, please share this video, share it on Twitter. Please drop a like. It really helps out the video. It helps it circulate and gets to other viewers. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace out.